were asking me like what guidance I was getting for you two guys, and when I was saying literally that you're the guy that's supposed to be using your music more, or your knowledge of sound. So what you were doing here now is definitely something that you need to do a lot more of.
Thank you.
And, you know, it's a gift that you've got and a deep understanding that you've got that you can share with other people, and that can have huge transformative. Yeah, it can be totally transformative for those people.
So what would you say, Dean, in terms of the way in which you've used music in sacred site work?
Well, you know, the same way that you were mentioning that certain people have a certain soul note and it resonates you can resonate with certain other people, but other notes you're going to not like those people at all. It's the same thing with the earth. So the earth has the same kind of soul note or collection of frequencies and sounds, and some places will be more harmonious for others, for some than for others. So there's certain places that you can actually take people to for great healing on great levels by taking them to a certain collection of song lines or song notes of the earth, and allow their bodies to just imbibe in those frequencies and to reconnect with their soul note.
Absolutely, and just as Dean's saying that, if you go in a group and you know the different soul notes, then you might have, somebody needs healing, and let's say their natural soul note is a G, go and find a place in the earth that has the G, because then when you lie them down on that ground, and you may do a G scale, which then might go G, A, B, C, D, etc. Then what will happen is as that scale builds, the frequency will come out of the earth from the base and it'll provide healing for them.
Yeah, so that's great, because you've taken it to a level that I don't have a great deep understanding of music, but of the energy and the frequency and the vibration I do. And it'll be interesting to do some work to see. Normally I can look at somebody energetically and see, and the site, or the sacred site, or the earth site that I'm supposed to match that person. But obviously there's a whole lot of underlying tones and frequencies that would be interesting for you to have a look at it and pick up on.
Maybe so, but the beautiful thing about Dean here, even though he's saying he doesn't necessarily understand the music, is that he feels the music, and you can too. I mean, it's not about being right or wrong, it's not about absolutes here. As I said before, Pythagoras grabbed a hammer and started hitting a plough disc to see how the whole thing worked. Go and experiment yourself and find out what works. And by the way, it's interesting because even as you do start to realise things, you go, even that has a note. And if you can actually think what that note might be, and so if we get that, we might get our little tuner out and see what note that is, you realise and understand that everything around you has a note. So look at what the notes are of your house, because your house may not necessarily have the right notes for you, but by changing some of the furnishings, you can change the sound and vibration of your house.
Sounds great to me.